SquaredPodcast, your boy DJ A-Rod alongside my brother, as always, Cornbread, man. We are here back for another one, man. And Antonio, I'm going to start with me.
Ooh, I like that.
How am I doing?
Hold on. Welcome to today's Square Podcast, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
This sponsored by Wolfman. Get your Wolfman gear. Come on, man. Stop playing with them. Stop playing. Use the promo code A2P.
Yeah.
Welcome all the listeners. Appreciate y'all.
Episode 145.
No, it's not 145. Episode 327. Oh, no, that's not it?
Shit. Some people say it's episode 12.
Episode 7.
I don't know, man.
Episode 145.
This is
Thank y'all.
crazy, man.
Thank y'all for coming back. Make sure y'all subscribe to www.asquaredpodcast.com. I'm Cornbread1016. My guy, DJ Aaron. How you doing, my guy?
I am DJ A-Ron on all the social media, but we don't care about that right now.
How you doing?
We finna get to the nitty of the grittiest, bro.
Ooh, talk to him.
I'm getting old.
Okay.
I'm starting to watch a lot of documentaries that has nothing to do. A lot of the documentaries that I'm watching is wild.
Okay, what kind of wild? Like listening to porn with on mute wild or
wilder? So check this out, y'all. I'm finna bring a story. I'm finna bring a story to the podcast today.
I like it.
I said, man, let me go get something to eat. Go get something to eat. Come back home. Said, man, you know what? Let me put something on TV. Watch something new. I see. Oh, this one's about sharks. Okay. Who don't want to watch something about sharks?
Facts. It's almost Shark Week.
It's so many shark documentaries out of there. I said, let me watch it.
Facts.
Pull on one. The white-nosed shark.
Okay.
Said, never really heard of it.
Is there a black-nosed shark or is this racist?
Oh, definitely racist.
All right, there's some racist shit.
So I said, let's watch it. This got to be good. They got to be talking to me about how they eat, what they eat, how they survive, so on and so forth.
Where they live, yeah. Gotcha.
This one is about sex.
So it is a porno.
I said, so, all right, let me keep eating my fries, man. I said, let's get it going, all right? Yeah. So we're going. 12 seconds into the documentary, they said, as you can see, the female shark is trying to swim north, trying to get to the top, as the two male sharks are attacking the fins of the female shark. They are not biting her fins for play. I said, so why they biting her for? That's me. Because I'm like, y'all are both white-nosed sharks. Y'all in this together. You feel me? So the two male sharks are biting the fin of the female shark. They're fighting for who gonna take her. That's what they're doing. I'm thinking they're biting her, a little nibble here. No, they pulling. They're sinking their teeth into her fin.
That's some kinky stuff that this is even allowed.
That's not even the kinkiest shit. We're going to get there.
This is wild.
We're going to get there. So as they're battling to see who wins to get the female, I said, this looks like rape activity, bro.
Facts.
Because she didn't pick either one of these people. Neither one of these sharks, she said, oh, I like him. No. They said, I chose you. The other one said, no, I chose her. They said, well, let's see let's see what it do.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Cool. Now, as we're watching, they're still battling one another. It's cool. One loses the battle. He swims off.
How'd he lose though? Like he didn't bite her hard enough, or
it don't matter.
Okay.
He lost.
I need to know, man. Damn.
And he swims off.
Okay.
He swims off. You don't see him no more because it's dark.
Right. He ain't in that episode no more.
He dark.
Okay.
Gone. Now the battle becomes the winner of the girl versus the girl that don't want either one of them. You feel me? So she's still trying to swim towards the surface. She's trying to go up. He's trying to pull her down so that he can get it off. You feel me?
Right.
So he wins the battle against her. It's unfortunate. It's rape. He gets her down there. He does his thing. It's sad. I'm like, this is bad. This is not good.
Where are you at?
This is not good, y'all. That's not the end of the story. Mm-hmm. Because there's karma in this story. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
So as he's doing what he wants to do with her,
His shark fin
getting it in, right?
getting it in.
She like,
She did him dirty.
she's
Like
sitting
1
there.
minute man or something.
But he took her to the bottom of the sea.
He tried to drown her, bro.
An eel senses that there's activity going on.
Right. So
And
he's the
he
old man
likes,
on the block.
and so he's down there and he's like, what's that? I can smell it in the air.
Oh shit! Phil Collins.
What
that
is
Phil
this?
Collins? Who is that? Yeah.
So he come out the gate, he like, hey.
He's the quagmire.
He looks up. He says, let me give me a little nibble of them nuts. So the eel grabs the nuts of the shark as the shark ejaculates. Now, for the women out there, for the women's rights, this is what y'all been asking for. I'm giving you everything you want. As the male ejaculates into the female,
Bro, this story is turned left.
he
bro.
releases the female. She's done. He's done with her. What he doesn't realize is that the eel is not done with him. So she swims off. She disappears, right? She disappears. The eel got this by the nuts and he ain't letting loose.
So the rapist gets raped.
The rapist is getting raped. Hey, eels, for y'all that don't know that, eels they don't have hands. They don't got no fins. They got
They just a tail. That's it. A tail in a mouth.
It's a tail and a mouth.
A tail in a mouth.
With 5 million teeth.
Yeah, facts.
Now, Charles got to figure out how to get he's trying to leave.
The crime scene.
He's trying to leave the crime scene, but he can't move. Because the eel's got the ball, whatever you want to call them, in the mouth. So he's fighting for his life.
I'm fighting for my life.
He's fighting for his life to get out of there. And he finally gets free after half the ball sack is gone.
Jesus.
You feel me? Now, he's gone. He's like, man, this is crazy. He swims off. The female shark goes and links up with the rest of the female sharks. They all out there and they talking like, girl, I know. This is crazy, right? The other sharks is down there like, hey, but who the baby daddy though? She like, shit. It could be anybody. Because the white-nosed shark has had sex with multiple partners. It's multiple babies in the shark. So we don't know where the baby daddies went. They gone. They out there. They gone.
The shark won,
half
but he
a ball,
lost.
half ball one, and whole ball one out there going.
So he won, but he lost.
He won, but he lost. That was 13 minutes into a 50-minute documentary. Antonio, when I tell you I pressed exit and got the hell out of there,
Jeez.
I'm not doing that was the craziest less than 15-minute doc I've ever seen. And it literally was a 50-minute doc. I said I can't do no more.
So I'm glad you brought this up because I had this conversation. I'm going to segue a little bit from your wild Sharknado story. First off, thank y'all out there, the listeners. I know it's a crazy segue, but thank y'all first off on this a serious tip for listening and help, the Smith family.
Yes,
with
definitely.
the stroke and everything like that. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't ask y'all if I didn't need y'all help, and some of you guys did donate, so I appreciate y'all. I love
Thank
y'all.
y'all.
Thank you
y'all.
so much.
For sure.
If you don't know what we're talking about, just go back to our last episode. And
No doubt.
That up.
No doubt.
Now, speaking of that, as a man, when do you get courted?
That's a good question.
Because I'll tell you the scenario, and then I'll tell you how I felt about the scenario.
All right, go for it.
But I understood it at the same time. So one of my friends, he's in Miami. He's from Miami. He said he goes to this nice restaurant, and he sees Rick Ross there. He says, Rick Ross was, man, with some crazy chick. Car parked in front. You know what I'm saying? They had a little exclusive table.
I know who it was.
Hey, I'm sorry, Rick Ross, if I ain't supposed to be saying
who it
this.
was.
I'm sorry. Hey. I'm sorry. It wasn't Rick Ross. It was somebody else.
It was. It was
somebody else that looked like Rick Ross.
It was that nut bull. It was him.
So I asked, what is she bringing to the table, bro? Because if you're Rick Ross, shouldn't she be taking you out to dinner, parking you in front, putting you in the section? Because I'm looking at it as, if he has this, what is she bringing to the table? Why is he courting her to get her? Mm-hmm. But that's still nature. I think that's what when me thinking about it, it came down to like sharks biting on other feet. Like, it is what it is. I think nature is going to beat out any money, any logic, or any of that.
That's a fact.
It's just the man is like, remember when Drake took one of the basketball players' mother to
and it was a big deal.
What was the whatever stadium, like Yankee Stadium, and they had lunch.
Yeah.
Why is Drake doing? She should be doing something for Drake, but I'm saying, I'm looking at it as, why are the men who have all this success doing this for the woman? And it comes down to, my answer was nature.
It's nature.
You disagree, agree, what you think?
I agree. It's nature. But here's what I'm going to tell you I'm not going to do. I love them sharks, bro. But if you just got ejaculated into.
Bro, stop saying that.
I'm not ejaculating into after the other one. Immediately, that's wild, bro. That's wild. I don't even know. Like, that's crazy. That's we need a porn star to come on here. We need somebody so that we
talk about everything on this show.
So that we can understand.
To the new listeners, we talk about everything.
Which brings me into my next question.
We don't be playing. Go ahead, DJ.
Antonio.
Talk to me.
You meet a girl. Mm-hmm. You like her.
Allegedly.
Cool as hell.
Allegedly.
She got her own bread.
Allegedly.
She take you out.
Allegedly.
Treat you.
Allegedly.
Whatever food you want, she got you.
Allegedly.
She even picked you up.
Allegedly.
Went to the club.
Allegedly.
Kicked it.
Allegedly.
Took you to her crib.
Capital allegedly.
Beautiful. You said, so what you do?
I say that, so that's not allegedly. Go ahead.
She said, I'm an adult entertainer.
Allegedly.
You said, that's what's up. So what you do?
No.
Because adult entertainment can be
allegedly
alive,
somebody
right?
said I was working.
Yeah. We're not talking about that, though. That's old.
Allegedly.
That's old stuff.
I don't even know what you thought.
Because you still was in.
Whoa,
but anyway.
What?
Listen. So you say, again, so what you do?
Mm-hmm.
She said, I'm an adult film.
Allegedly.
You say, I got to go to the bathroom.
Allegedly.
You go to the bathroom. You go to xvideos.com.
Allegedly.
Pornhub.com.
I'm doing my Googles?
You doing your research.
Okay.
You got to find out.
All right.
You see videos.
Allegedly.
She in there.
Allegedly.
She's in there.
Okay.
Does that discredit everything that you, like, you meeting her, you liking her, you vibing with her?
So all this is allegedly,
so forth,
right?
And you see it's 380 videos.
Allegedly.
380 in every category. All right? I'm now, hold on. I'm going to go a step further. You like, man, it is what it is, man.
Allegedly.
You like her, though.
Capital allegedly.
Y'all start, getting involved.
Allegedly.
She say, oh, I don't like that. I don't do that.
What?
Would you date
What
her?
You mean?
Would you date her?
What does she say she don't like?
Whatever you like that you seen that she did.
Oh, whatever she said she didn't like doing?
And she was like, I don't like doing that.
But you just saw her do it for 100 videos?
340 videos.
Impossible. This is an impossible story, ladies and gentlemen. Impossible. So I guess what's the question? What are you asking?
Are you dating a porn star?
I think.
Because it's just work, right?
So
I mean, I'm
gonna give you my
okay, all right.
That's not the end all be all. What we have like our divorce limits. That's not a divorce limit.
Okay,
right?
Fair enough.
So the only downside I would see to this though is, do you plan on having kids or do you have kids? I think that's the only part that I would be weary of, because this kid is going to see that eventually, or their kids, or like their friends are going to see it and make fun of them or whatever. So
but does
I want to try to avoid that.
But
it
that's
does.
what I'm saying.
To me, it does.
Okay, so to you,
to me, it does. That's the only breaker, not what she does, but you got to think of future stuff. Like if I'm in law enforcement, but I'm selling drugs, like that.
That's not. Don't do that. That's two different things.
No. But it don't match up though. Like I can't.
So she can't have kids if she's in porn?
No. I don't want kids with her if she's in porn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that to me. I'm
but
like,
why?
we gotta change that.
But why? So you gotta say. So if she says no, I don't want kids or anything like that.
Oh, okay, then you Gucci.
You marrying her?
Allegedly.
No. But she's your. But what I'm saying is that she's everything you wanted in a woman, bro.
Bro, when I have a hard day at work, bro. I just fought homeless people. I got to coach somebody through something. Somebody just got promoted. Like, this is different emotions, bro.
She got different emotions, too.
I got to battle traffic. I get home. We want to, what we eating for dinner?
She can
Now, if I'm at home and she come home and say, I had a hard day.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
We got to.
Because that's kind of, she could be like, man, he didn't know it. It was terrible.
No, hell no. That's not the scary conversation. Man, my back blew out.
Oh my God.
Can you rub my shoulders? My neck hurts? Stop it, bro.
And then what she say, like, man, like if you like something and you be like, yeah, it looks good. And she be like, no, I don't, that doesn't, but you seen her.
But that's true though. I mean, people like chefs don't all cook at home. They've been cooking all day.
That's true.
Like they don't want to come home and cook.
That's true. Or what she say? What she say? Man, I don't feel like having sex.
I just put in overtime.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But she's your soul. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that I'm not saying any girl, Antonio. I'm saying this is a girl you met. She's literally.
Where'd you meet her at?
It's 100% check mark of everything.
So you didn't meet her.
You met
this
her,
came out after.
You met her at her real job, not her.
What's her real job? What do you mean? That's
whatever her real job.
What you mean?
She a bank teller. She a bank branch manager. Okay. I don't know what her job is. She's in law enforcement. I don't know what it is.
That's wild.
She in law enforcement.
Wild. That's wild.
That's crazy.
I don't think it's not a divorce limit for me.
Okay.
But I think there's some conversations got to be, because now you got to be on the safe side. Like you can't, like having
What's
kids
the safe
would be
side?
No, meaning like you got to wear protection. You got to do certain
why?
things now. What you mean why?
Well, you got to wear protection. From my understanding, in adult film, they have to get tested weekly.
People who get tested for COVID weekly get COVID. What does that mean?
People that go raw all day.
Allegedly.
Welcome to the A Squared Podcast. This is what we do at the A Squared Podcast.
Wow. But no, we definitely need somebody on to talk about that, though.
No, we definitely do. So if you are in the adult entertainment business, please, we would like to get some information on how that works. The business-wise, not just all the jokes or nothing like that, but the business-wise. We'd love to have you on. Antonio, what else going on in the world, man?
A lot. Let's talk about, we can talk about sports in a couple weeks, man. It's almost getting close to football season.
It
man.
is.
You know, the NBA season ended. There's been a couple trades. You know, Kevin Durant, he probably gonna go back to the Warriors.
No, he's not.
But the big news that got the streets talking is college. Did you see Big Ten?
Yes.
Is getting USC, UCLA. So, like, this is huge now. Like, there ain't no more Pac-10 and all that other stuff in a couple of years. So, I think they're going to go to, like, let's say 2 to 3 super conferences. And then that's where all the major teams will be. How do you feel about that, DJ? So, Illinois was already how many teams was in the Big Ten? 12?
I think it's 12, yeah.
So Illinois was already number 12 in the Big Ten.
Right.
So now it's going to be 50 teams, and they're going to be number 50.
No, they're not.
What?
I think what's going to end up happening. Well, I mean, you're probably right, but I mean, whatever. I don't know. I'm not here to speculate on where they're going to be at. But what I am going to say is that I believe that this is good for Illinois.
Okay, tell me why.
It's good for Illinois because the pipelines are opening up, right? You got people from California. You got people from a bunch of different places that can choose a team in the Big Ten that doesn't have to be USC. It doesn't have to be, whatever the other teams are. They could pick a team like Illinois or a team like Indiana or whatever and have
still get that exposure.
Still get the exposure, still get the TV deals, still get to be. I think it's a.
You have away games in California,
yes.
Oregon.
So you still get to go back home, play against your old team, but you might not. Let's say they're a 3.5 or 4-star player. Mm-hmm. They commit to Indiana or a Michigan State University. Mm-hmm. It's not Michigan, but it's Michigan State or it's Illinois. And they still get to play against the Michigan States, or they still get to play, against Michigan, Ohio State. They're still playing against top prestigious programs on television, primetime television. So I think it's going to bring more recruits to I think everybody's looking at just the top teams.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're not understanding that some players are going to filter down too. So I think the University of Illinois is going to get better players than they've ever had before.
So I agree with that.
So those other teams are also going to get, great players too. But you still got the other teams out there. You still got Bama. You still got Texas. You still got,
And that's what I was going to speak on. I'm going to go top heavy to that argument where Ohio State always gets knocked because of the competition of the Big Ten. Right. So now they will face tougher competition, or not tougher, but at least they can. All right, who's the top 2 teams in the Pac-10 at the time? Let's just say it for argument's sake. Let's say it's UCLA and USC.
Right.
They would play those teams.
Yeah.
So now their strength of schedule gets tougher, even though it's in the conference of the Big Ten.
And that's good to me.
Match with the SEC. So
that brings better games, competition.
Yeah.
So I think everybody wins.
Right.
I really believe everybody is going to bring it. I mean, even to the worst teams, they're still going to have decent players. Instead, I don't think anybody's just going to be super terrible. I mean, yeah, there's going to be bad teams, but I think with the right coaching, so on and so forth, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I believe
it's a good change, though. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see how it changes. I mean, I don't know how the playoff bracket.
Now it's weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be very weird.
Weird because you would think when you think Big Ten, you think Midwest. Mm-hmm. That's how they divide all this stuff up.
When they had Rutgers and stuff, I'm like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. And then you might have those players that might be like, man, look. Everybody goes to USC. Everybody goes to DC. I'm gonna go here. They got a good program coming up. They got a solid this, that, and the third. I'm gonna go here and build this. I think that's good, man.
Oregon, all of them. So okay,
yeah,
I like it, man.
I like it. But yeah, in sports, like NFL is getting ready, is gearing up. A lot of holdouts is going on. Sean Payton. Let's talk about that. He retired, said he was done. Now he Kevin Durant, bro. He got a wish list. I don't understand how this stuff gets out, bro. Like a wish list. Cowboys, Miami, the Bills, and a couple of other teams would be on his list of teams he would consider
to coach.
So my thing is, they already have coaches, obviously, and these programs are already.
And they're top level.
They're good
too.
Yeah, but you say these are the teams I would consider to come back for. Thoughts on Sean Payton? And
I think Sean Payton is a good coach. I would actually stay above. He's a great coach. He was always innovative. Always had some of the top talent, and if he didn't, he knew how to put people in the best position for football. We're talking about the old coach for the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
They won a Super Bowl against my team, the Colts. I'm still hurting from that. That's FY. And he went to Eastern Illinois, so I actually don't even like Sean Payton. I'm giving him props. You're laughing, but I'm serious. So serious, bro. But I don't deny people's talent. So he has a talent of coaching. To me, I think we're transitioned to new football and new sports, bro. This is not the old day where the organizations run stuff, bro. Unfortunately, it's not. Maybe they still might do that.
Or maybe fortunately it's not.
No. Well, that's what I'm getting. I'm on the side of the player. So that's what I'm saying. So unfortunately to people who are butthurt about it, right?
Yeah.
So like hockey still might be that way. Baseball still might be that way. But more of the minority sports are changing over to where the player makes the decision.
You know what, Antonio? You know
or
what?
The coach.
I looked into, because I always get alerts on my phone and I never pay attention to it because I'm not really big in soccer.
Okay.
Not big in soccer.
I love soccer.
So you would know this then.
Okay.
Soccer players move every day, bro.
Yeah, they do.
The biggest players.
They actually have current high school players on their team.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So they have them, and then the biggest stars move to different teams all the time. So they're always in the headlines.
But soccer is the most competitive, though, because teams like, let's just say, the Orlando Magic, they're one of my favorite teams. Bro.
Right. That's your
The
team.
Orlando Magic are ass every year. You can't do that in soccer. You get disbanded. So if your team is in last place, they say, hey, strike one.
You better do something.
Next year, your team in last place. Hey, y'all got houses here? Y'all need to put them on the market. And then they disband the team. And you can't keep being last.
But what I'm learning,
so I'm loving that's good because it's competition. You got to stay on top of it.
And I take it as it is competition, but also it keeps the news going in the soccer world.
It's the most sport in the world.
It's every day. Mm-hmm. The NBA is like that as well. It's every day. You want to know what's not like that? That's trying to get like that? The NFL.
You said the NFL isn't every day?
The NFL, like when the season ends in the NFL.
Okay.
The people don't talk about the NFL so much. Because players aren't moving.
Yeah, but a lot of players moved this year. So this year was an anomaly.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I think this is good for the NFL.
I didn't understand what you were saying.
I think they're needing that.
I agree.
So when I'm looking at and I see LeBron James is moving around. Mm-hmm. Good. LeBron James is moving around. His contract is up. I see Kevin Durant ask for a trade. I see Kyrie Irving ask for a trade. I see all this player movement. The season been over since what? April? May? It's been over and we're still talking about headlines right now. Those are the same headlines I was getting on my phone for football, soccer, since forever. Like I get alerts every day about this stuff. But I don't get that same thing from the NFL until this year.
That's true. What you're saying is I agree. I think the only, let's say 10% of that argument that's the blind spot of football hasn't started. As soon as football starts, you're not going to get none of those alerts anymore. Because football's king.
I hear you.
There's nothing that's going to trump football. So I think you're getting that empty space, and so it's just filled with basketball right now. I agree with that.
But even when football, all right, so let's say when football starts.
Right.
In August is the preseason.
Yeah.
Then September. Mm-hmm. I think that with everything going on in the NBA, you're still going to have some NBA headlines there. You're still going to have those headlines there. Whereas when football ends, players, it's like they just go home. It's like it's over.
Other than this year. Yes,
this year.
I agree.
And I think the NFL is going to, they want that, which I think that's why they're looking for their own network.
I agree.
Now.
But I think basketball also wants a sport where it's number one in the world. I mean, other than soccer,
agree.
but
Yeah.
there's no event. There's no event that's global like the Super Bowl.
No, it's not. So everybody's got to give
NBA wants that too. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that.
Yeah.
Their playoffs are always through the roof. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Even though NBA playoffs are cool, but there's 7 games.
That's true.
Like people
NFL,
might not
one
be
game,
committed.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
One game.
You committed to that one game, that 3 hours.
Yeah.
Basketball is I didn't catch game 1, I got game 2 in 2 days. I'll watch it.
Facts.
Hey, tell me when it's game 7. All right, I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
NFL's not like that.
That's true.
So
Love it.
I'm with you.
Other news, man. Antonio, did you see the new telescope that went up outer space? The Webb telescope is up there now, which we've always heard of the Hubble telescope. I don't know if you're big into all this stuff or not. We never really, I mean, we do talk about, space and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
world news and stuff.
Are you familiar with the Webb telescope and the new images and everything like that we've seen?
So, yes, I saw the images.
Okay.
I was at 2 places where the news was on, but I couldn't hear what they were saying, and the news didn't have the subtitles. So I was looking at pictures and captions. So please elaborate a little bit more if you don't mind.
This is wild.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. We've seen images from space before, whether it be from astronauts, whether it be from the Hubble telescope, which we've seen crazy images that's just amazing of things. This telescope is putting, no disrespect, all disrespect intended.
It's always disrespectful when somebody says
it is putting the Hubble telescope to shame.
Okay.
There's an image of a dying star that shows like the gases in the star that are there, and on the outside of it is just it's wild, crazy images. Then there's another one, the one I saw, Antonio. It's 5 galaxies right next to each other. 5 galaxies right next to each other. And they're saying that these galaxies are so close that they're able to communicate because they are still so close to one another. We've never seen anything like this. I need this news to come out, man. I think they just need to go ahead. At this point, they're telling us all this stuff.
How far is this? Like how far is it from
It doesn't
Earth?
matter, bro. It's time for the information to just say, hey, there is life there. There's life somewhere.
But don't you already know that though?
We do know that. But I think it needs to come out and needs to be said. I think after seeing these images, it's impossible for us to continue to sit here and believe that the stuff on Earth is important. What I mean by that is that I think life needs to be appreciated versus, well, if you work hard and you do this, do that, and do this, and all these, a lot of things that don't necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things. I think we need to appreciate life. A few episodes ago, I talked to you guys about going down to Mexico and seeing the Mayan ruins and seeing these caves that were built that would you cannot explain this stuff, right?
Jealous, man.
You've been places where you've been like, man, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Never seen anything like it. That's here.
Facts.
I'm talking about these are images of galaxies that are so close to one another. It's humbling for me.
I agree with you. I would say though, people don't care though, bro.
I know, and I agree with. I hear you. You're right.
I'm
right.
on the side with you. I want to see that, but people don't care. We just saw your man R. Kelly get 30 of them tings, and people still saying he didn't do it. So it's like what I'm saying is, even if they do tell you that there's extraterrestrials, there's some other. We're not the only thing that's living. People still don't care, or they won't believe it.
So how can
so you waiting for them to tell you is kind of like that's kind of wasting your time.
So
I already know that.
Can humans be humbled?
We'll be humble when we realize we're not the top of the food chain.
So does that mean this?
We're Debo right now.
So does that mean this? Because I believe it's only a matter of time before the animals turn on us.
I don't know if they can though. Like what type of animal?
What makes you think that if every single season birds communicate with each other and they say, hey, it's getting too cold here. We need to fly thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away to get to where we are good. All birds. What makes you think that at some point they can't say attack? Just because they haven't done it,
I
doesn't
agree with
mean
you. I think
they're
not programmed that way though. Is what I'm saying. So like they would have to go out of their programming.
What makes you think they can't? Or why we don't?
So I'll give you a better example because I don't think birds really affect us like that. No disrespect to my bird people. Please comment if I'm wrong. But an animal that affects humans more is bees.
And what's happening?
But that's what I'm saying. So I think that argument would make more sense to me if
what's happening with the bees?
If bees be like, nah, I'm good.
They
but that's
are
how
saying
that's how they eat, though.
But
that's
they
how
are
they eat.
saying they
pollinate. That's how they eat. So it'll be against them.
So
eating.
now it's a bee shortage, though.
Yeah, but I think people kill the bees? Why is it a shortage? Like, are people killing the bees?
Do you see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's a matter. I think that's the only way that this can be humbled.
So you think
it's
we're
animals.
not humble?
I think it's
the earth humbles us.
No, it doesn't.
About? Shit,
it doesn't,
bro.
It doesn't. And I'm gonna tell you why.
All right.
Because just a few weeks ago, maybe even last week, a town just got totally destroyed by tornadoes. Totally destroyed. They have to rebuild their community. Right now, that's what they're dealing with. Insurance, belongings, family members, so on and so forth, right? It's been minimal news put on them, period. No news, no nothing. So that small community might have been humbled, but
it was news.
But it
was local news.
As I'm saying from where I'm at.
Where you at? Yeah, I got you.
I'm like, damn, that sucks. But R. Kelly got 30 of them things, though.
Let me watch this shark porno.
So what I'm saying, as a whole, what has to happen to humble humans? I think the only thing that can happen is either animals.
I don't think animals will do it. I think aliens will do it.
Animals or something outside of this earth.
We're not afraid of animals, bro. We're not afraid of. I just got done watching Jurassic Park, and this is the realest shit ever. People had dinosaurs as pets. I said that would happen in real life. These people is crazy.
If they can get them, they gonna get them.
They gonna get them. All dinosaurs aren't big, bro. Think of like the alligator. Think of the snake.
That's a fact.
These people have been around forever.
You're right. Because even exotic animals right now that they know that will kill
White
them.
tigers.
They will keep them as a pet.
Orangutans. Bro, they will kill you.
But
people got them as pets.
But you think they.
That's what I'm saying.
Good. I'll take care of them.
So dinosaurs ain't gonna scare us. The big ones will, but not the average ones. Like if you, I don't know who's average. Who's like a sports person.
Shit.
So if you like
The Rock,
Bradley Beal, well not Bradley Beal. What's your boy Pat Beverly? If you a Pat Beverly dinosaur, like nobody cares about that. But a LeBron one, a Michael Jordan will come out. All right, everybody gonna be scared.
Michael Jordan
dinosaur. People gonna be scared of that. I don't think that's gonna humble us. I think these aliens will, because no matter if it's a big, medium, or small alien, people out.
But then you got Peter talking about something, but it's a baby alien. Will we eat the aliens?
No, they're going to eat us, bro. We're not the top of the food chain anymore.
But how you know if you found a baby alien and you cooked them? Just season them up a little bit,
It'll
barbecue?
Have to be dead. It'll have to be dead.
Barbecue?
It'll have to be dead. I don't know, man.
I don't know either, man. What else going on, dog?
My last subject, man, I want to talk about with you.
What you got?
you said we were going to talk about it today, so I want to know why you said that.
Yeah.
Is you're a DJ.
I am.
I asked you certain questions because
It's
I
a
really don't
sensitive
know.
one. Go ahead.
I really don't know certain things.
Yeah, let's talk
right?
about it.
More about EDM, which I hate. That was referring to the Drake album, just what we hear when I go to different places, like different cities.
Well, we used to talk about the Conway.
And that's what I'm getting to. So Kendrick Lamar was playing.
Right.
And it was a certain song. And I said, well, why is this not on the radio?
Right.
And you said, we'll talk about it.
Right. So let's talk about it. In radio, the people decide what the people decide the ratings. The people decide the sales. The people decide what's hot and what's not. Your fan base and the people are separated. So Lloyd Banks, Conway, Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, you could group Pusha T in there, Wale. You could say J. Cole without a radio song feature. Mm-hmm. Certain people have certain fan bases. Those fan bases are die-hard people.
I agree.
They do not affect the numbers. Okay? So your question is, when we watching the Kendrick Lamar video, what was the name of it again? Where he's changing the faces, whatnot. Y'all know what it is. He's morphing into different faces. One of the greatest songs, dopest visuals you will ever see. So dope. Why isn't that being played over, on the radio or whatever? Because the masses, who are the consumers, the people that are out there, I hate to say this because I love it, but they don't want to hear that.
The Heart Part 5.
There you go. It's part of the Hearts. That's what I was trying to get out of it.
Okay. Gotcha.
So they don't want to hear that. So I want to hear that. You want to hear that.
Right.
And their fan bases want to hear that, but we're minorities in that. So, yes, those are great rappers, great lyricists, great songs, but those songs are not charting because the masses, the majority of people, they want to hear the newest, hottest songs that are out. And unfortunately, those songs are not being played in the clubs. They can't be. I cannot play the Hearts at 1 o'clock. It's not going to work. People are going to clear the dance floor. The same people that if you're not playing that like on the radio, now certain radio stations, throwback ones, certain different ones, they will play those songs over and over and over again. But the masses, which affect the bottom line, tell you what needs to be played, what they want to hear.
So, well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, although I agree with everything, for those of you out there who have not checked it out, Conway, Funk, Master Flex kind of going back and forth with one another. Conway is dope. He's one of my favorite lyricist artists. Griselda. Dope. Signed to Shady. Had records with Jay-Z. I mean, there's nothing that they haven't done yet. But they have a fan base that's for them. And unfortunately, if that is played on air, we go by total listening hours. Radio does. Radio goes by total listening hours. When those songs are played, a lot of times the listeners, start to fall off. And when they start to fall off, that brings the ratings down. So you have to play what the higher volume of consumers want to hear. Because if you don't, then you lose your ads. You lost your listeners already. You lose your ads. You lose the money, and that's what it is. So we're in the minority, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And not unfortunately, really, because they still selling out.
So the thing is, I'm going to call bullshit on the system, though. Not on what you said, because you have the information. So thank you for saying that. I'm going to call bullshit on the situation where there's other radio stations, let's say the pop radio station.
Right.
They don't lose sponsorship by not playing those songs. Right? So that means there is sponsorship out there.
It is.
So to me, I think it's content. It's not who it is, or really who it is makes the content. But I think it's content, because when you listen to the white radio stations, you got an artist doing a ballad, you got an artist talking about love, you got an artist talking about breakup, you got an artist on the beach just listening, chilling. When you turn to the black radio station, it's drugs, stripping, and what else? And killing.
But that's why I disagree with you.
So why don't I hear more comment on there? Because it's content. Kendrick Lamar, because it's content. J. Cole, because it's content.
But this is where I disagree with you at. Hip hop has always been what you just said it is. Whether they're talking about the hustle, how they came up, so on and so forth.
Right.
But I'm gonna give you an example. All right. Jermaine, I think it's Jermaine's son. Jermaine
Dupri's son?
I sure hope I'm getting this right. One of the Jacksons.
Oh, Jermaine. Okay.
One of the Jacksons' son is very dope. He's a R&B guy. He had a song called Insomnia, and I'll look it up for y'all right now. It's a song called Insomnia. Insomnia is a dope song. Very dope. Very weekend-ish. Weekend-ish, right? Even though he's a Jackson, the song is dope. He sounds dope. The song is dope. It's on pop radio, but he can't get on pop radio. So there's other people like him that are, younger, trying to come up, in the pop area, rock, whatever it is. And it's the same thing with them. It's just that we don't know their music like that. But I had a conversation with a guy who he loves like pop and country. Like he's more of a country guy, right?
Right.
But he was like, man, there's so many underground people, but they just can't top radio. They just can't get on there. We just don't know the music. So it's not about what they're rapping or singing about. It's about the numbers. It's about who the people are streaming, right?
But that is true, but we just said a Kendrick Lamar song, The Heart Part 5, broke the internet.
It did.
So to me, that's a trending song.
It was.
That's producing numbers.
It was.
So why is it not on the radio? So that contradicts, once again, I'm not saying that it's your fault. It's just, no, the system is built for that.
It is.
If you want the biggest song,
definitely. Let's be clear. There is a system there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even to the DJs, why can't you play it? You're playing the music. Because you're not. I don't know. I'm just gonna speculate.
But you know this.
You gonna make what? Well, go ahead.
You know this. If we go out tonight,
right,
and it's 1:00, and they play that Kendrick Lamar song, me and you,
I'm gonna be hyped,
along with maybe 3 or 4 others.
But correct. I understand it.
After they play in the hottest new Drake or Future, Kevin Gates, whoever is out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the song is, that's going to bring the vibe down if they play that. Like, it's going to clear the dance floor. It's like somebody coming to me saying, hey, I know where to get it cracking in here. It happens all the time. They can say, hey, I know where to get it cracking in here. Hey, play this song. Everybody going to dance to this one. My dumb self did it. I played it. Everybody cleared the dance floor.
So maybe.
Thank you, Jamie. Who pointed this out to me. He didn't do it. It's not him.
Oh, okay.
But somebody came up to me when I was DJing.
So maybe
they said, play Whip My Hair.
Oh my.
They said, play Whip My Hair back and forth. I said, yeah.
What's her name?
Willow. I said, yeah, I can flip this one. Now, I played that in the club before. Early. It worked. I played this in their club. Somebody say, hey, everybody gonna come out to this. I played it. Then I was DJ Captain Clear the Club. That was my name then.
So maybe it's the location then. So maybe if it's a lounge.
If it lounge, totally different.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out a place where this is acceptable.
It is acceptable. That's what I'm saying. Because right now there's several places in Chicago that I go to. I love to go to where they're playing Tribe Called Quest. They're playing.
Man. See, this sounds amazing.
They're playing like all the underground stuff. They're playing Mos Def. They're playing, and the vibe in there is amazing. And they switch it up. 1 o'clock they might be playing. Just Got Paid. They might be playing. It's anything. Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z. They're playing everything.
See, and that's what so that's my problem I have. I want to go wherever he's talking about. I want to go there.
But in certain
I have the
places,
problem with just play the good music. I think that's ultimately what I have the problem with.
Unfortunately, because you have to go where that is.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go where your vibe is. That's why certain people be like, man, you know what? I could go over here and shoot pool and kick it over here. Or I can go to this nice little lounge spot. They got some spoken word over here. I can still shoot pool. I can still do whatever. I can still drink, catch the vibe. It's different. But you say you're going to Vegas.
Right.
You are not going to hear Mos Def in Vegas,
bro. And that's why I am the person at the pool with my headphones. That's me. Yes.
But that's going to happen. But you want to know also why that's happening?
Why?
Because you're getting people that are flying from around the world,
right, and
that are coming to.
I want the festivities for Vegas. I don't want Vegas music, or whatever.
Can you hear what you want to hear in Vegas? Mm-hmm. Yes, but it ain't gonna be on the strip.
It ain't gonna be, that's what I'm saying.
It ain't gonna be on the strip.
Clubs.
And you gonna get robbed.
Everybody go.
And you gonna get shot.
That can happen anywhere.
Because that happen. No, it don't happen anywhere. Because when you're in Vegas, if you on the strip. When you
allegedly
take the left off the strip,
allegedly
they waiting. Yeah, it's $8 to get your money out of that ATM.
Hey, no, actually it's more. Allegedly,
over there it's good, but you safe. But over here, it's $3.50 in an alley, and it smell like piss and oil in there. And somebody named. I ain't gonna say somebody waiting on you to get that money out because you finna get the rest too. So keep all that in mind as well.
But no, I appreciate you informing the people.
I'm just trying to.
I just don't. Like I said, I understand. I just don't like it.
You just gotta.
I want if you're the best. If you the best, you making the playoffs. Like I ain't never heard of the Jazz being the second seed, but they don't make the playoffs because their views are down.
Yeah,
that don't make sense to me.
TJ,
like, come on, bro.
TJ Jackson.
TJ Jackson, shout out to him.
He got a song called Insomnia.
So
the song is tough. It's a very dope song. I loved it. I thought it should have been charting. It sounded great. It went nowhere, but it went somewhere because I play it.
Heard it, yeah.
When I'm in my lounge and I'm DJing in a lounge, and women love it. But if I'm in Vegas,
I said, but I think that's what it is, though. It's me. I'm a competitor, and I think being the best should count for something, and I don't think it does in music. That's why I have a problem.
And it also depends on where. Again, it depends on where you go. All right. So check this out. Jazzy Jeff did something new. He spoke. He said, "Listen, I'm Jazzy Jeff. I'm going to play what I play. You're gonna get some house music. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get R&B. You're gonna get real hip hop. You're gonna get that Philly gutter. You're gonna get all that. But you got to come out here. You're coming to see me perform for you, not me. Not. I'm not trying to impress you by playing what everybody else is playing.
Correct.
You're coming to see me, so you're gonna get what I'm doing. You're gonna get stuff that you never even heard before. But then when you go to certain other places, they are told, hey, keep that tempo above this.
Well, why?
Keep those BPMs above 126.
I already know the answer to this, even though I'm going to ask.
So don't ask.
So why aren't y'all like the animals and boycott that shit? We ain't doing none of that.
Well, I mean,
the answer is going to be they're going to find somebody to do it and just pay them the money.
Well,
but it's like, why not have the good DJ?
But that's what I'm saying is that's what makes certain people in my circle different. Like we don't conform to the like I can play techno, EDM, and all that stuff. I can play all that. I don't love that. Mm-hmm. So what I do is I play everything. When you book me, you're gonna hear everything. That's just who I am. Like. It just is what it is. But I'm not finna show up and play a 3-hour set of just that.
And that's, and some DJs do.
Yeah. $20,000, I get it. Hey.
It's terrible.
$100,000, I get it. But some DJs, they do love that too. Yeah. Like Who Kid, right. DJ Who Kid, he came from the hood. Bro, him and Waka Flocka,
yeah, Waka.
They done went and turned it out. Shaq came, bro. Shaq had a song with Biggie, bro. Like, don't do that. Like, and he one of the realest people ever. But he's at festivals.
Tearing it down.
With 200,000 people.
Tearing it down.
This is Shaq. Tearing it down.
7'3" Shaq. Or 7'1".
You think he need the money?
No.
Or does he just like that? He like that energy,
he's
bro.
He's extrovert.
He like that energy. So...
I got you.
It's all about what you like and what you're willing to do too.
Appreciate it, man. To the listeners out there, thank y'all again for tuning in.
No doubt.
Episode 145.
We got some interviews coming for y'all, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channels. We're getting some great feedback, obviously, about the Roe versus everyone.
Yeah.
Still the comments still coming in. So hit us up, and we might read some of your comments. Appreciate it.
We will.
Anything else, DJ, man?
No, man. I think that's pretty much it for the evening, man, or afternoon, or whenever y'all listen to this, man. It's the Squared Podcast. Wolf's Main Beer Care Products, as always. Promo code A2P, SquaredPodcast.com as well. Make sure you guys check us out there. Click and subscribe, YouTube, and all of that. Antonio, man, we're going to step out, man. See what's going on in town, See what's up, man. It might be Shark Week out there, baby.
I got my shoes, bro.
You fishing?
I got my shoes. I don't like fishing.
You don't like fishing?
I told you when not last time because I changed, but the time before that I went fishing.
Well, you changed.
I caught a turtle. That shit didn't. I can't fish, bro.
You don't like that?
I can't fish.
You ate the turtle leg?
No, man. I was struggling. I said, oh, this is a shark. I got one. Pulled that bit. I said, bro, it's...
You threw it back or
it's
you kept
Donatello.
it?
How can I eat it? Why would I keep a turtle?
No, I mean keep it for your keep it for your pet. Bro. If we're keeping dinosaurs,
bro, I threw Donatello back in the water, bro.
Him.
I was struggling with a turtle, bro.
You pet him?
This ain't no.
Did you
get off
him?
my reel, bro? I said, bro, I need to dunk on somebody.
Did you touch him?
I touched him. He was cool.
So you just didn't want to keep him?
No, why would I keep him? I was going to keep that jellyfish though.
That jellyfish, dead as hell, fam. I got that. Dead as hell.
He was dead.
We say that for another one, y'all.
He was dead.
But anyway, man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. Lady sharks, keep your fins to the surface, cause the sharks out here are wilding. Eels eating balls is wild out here. You hear me?
No, I don't.
But that's a wild story, though.
I don't hear you, man.
That's the true definition of karma.
I guess, man. We'll holler at you.
You rape? He said bet. It's gonna be the last rape you do. So until next time, y'all, it's the A Squared Podcast. We are out of here. Peace.